In this video, we're going to be talking about the love bombing phase of a narcissistic relationship. Hey, I'm Janine, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. Now, on to the topic for today, y'all. Love bombing. What is love bombing? Love bombing is the beginning stages of a relationship with a narcissist. I mean, you meet this person, and it's like, you think you met Mrs. Right, you think you met Mr. Right. They're doing every single thing to prove their love to you. I mean, they're showering you with gifts. Y'all might be going on trips. It's like they're excessively doing things to show you how much that they love you. They're pulling out all the stops. And you thinking to yourself, I've never met anybody like this before. You know, I'm really thinking that I'm in love because they're pouring everything on you. That's why they call it the love bombing phase. They're just pouring all this love onto you. And one thing about love bombing, it happens real quick. It's like when I was in the relationship with my narcissist, it was like everything was quick. It was like when I first met him, it was like quick, quick, quick. You know, gifts here, gifts there, sending flowers to my job, sending candy to my job, and of course, you know, co-workers gonna be like, "Well, you got a good one." You know, people when people see that, and the narcissists know that, they are really putting on a front. They are showing you all this love because they know that it's not going to last long. It wears them out because they're really putting on the front. That's not really who they are. So they're doing all this stuff to gain your trust. So they're pouring all this love to you in the beginning of the relationship. And once they get you under the spell, once they see that they got you trapped, then that's when the next stage takes place, which is the devaluing stage. But in the love bombing phase, you're going to think that you met Mr. Right. You're going to think that you met Mrs. Right because what they're doing in the love bombing phase, they're constantly calling you on the phone. They're constantly texting you. They're constantly around you. Every time you turn around, they're in your face because they have to get information from you. They sit there, and while you're pouring your heart out there, you think that you got a good person. You sitting there, you're telling me your whole life story, and they're just sitting there like they're taking everything in what you're saying. They just like listening to everything you say because as a narcissist person, they don't have any type of empathy. They don't have any type of real connection with people. So they're listening to you spill out your weaknesses, spill out your heart, and they're saving that for a later day. When you tell a narcissist your weakness, oh, trust and believe they're gonna bring it back up later on. But in the love bombing phase, they want you to pour out who you are to them so they can know how to address you. So what a narcissist does in the love bombing phase is they want to get you under their control. So by doing that, they have to put on a front that they're this loving person, that they are this caring person. So they get you by giving you a lot of gifts and showing you a lot of so-called quote unquote what we think is love, but it's really what they do to entrap us. So what I've learned looking back at the love bombing phase is that at that time when I met my narcissist, that I was at a weak place in my life. I didn't love myself. So when he came along and started showing me what I thought was love, started buying me gifts, started making me seem like I was the best thing ever, because our narcissists, they're going to put you on a pedal on that love bombing phase. He would go around and show me to his family and making like I was some type of trophy, and you know, like he met the one, so he put me on this pedestal. But one thing about a narcissist, when they put you on a pedestal, best believe they're going to kick you off of that pedestal. Before you know it, they put you on a pedestal, and before you know it, you will be kicked off that pedestal. But the love bombing phase of a narcissistic relationship, you're going to feel like you met the one because they put on the love so strong and they are so charming, and you really going to think that you met the one. But before you know it, that bomb is going to blow up in your face. Quote me on this: love bombing. It starts off at love, but eventually it's going to blow up in your face.